I've heard before that it takes 3 installments in a series to know if you're interested in it, and I'm here to test that out. Hey everyone, Skull902 here, and this is Rule of 3. First and foremost, I'd like to apologize for the change in microphone quality. Things have been crazy here lately, and I haven't gotten a good opportunity to use the usual one. Today's Rule of 3 special was a reward for donors hitting the $165 tier during Extra Life Snap, and I thank you all for helping out the cause. This time around, I'm reviewing Hamtaro, as suggested by Katie Love to Sing VA. Hamtaro was created by Ritsuko Kawaii, and adapted for television by TMS Entertainment, with an anime that ran between 2000 and 2006. The incomplete English dub, produced by the Ocean Group, aired from 2002 to 03, and that is what I'll be watching for this review. I remember seeing a little of this show when it originally aired, on Toonami of all places, you know, the action block, but I'm very unfamiliar with the details. Will it hold my interest? Only one way to find out. The writing is pretty standard. All 3 episodes do a suitable job setting up the premise and introducing the characters, but aren't outstanding either. For Little Hamster's Big Adventures, it sure does lack on the latter part. The dialogue and humor are fine, with the exception of Laura's mom calling her by their pets' names, which unexpectedly got me good. The characters are pretty alright, but since there's so many to start off with, it's kind of a basic personality trait and that's it. The one standout for me was Boss. Dude just wants to build and live an orderly life but gets the short end of the stick. First that bastard homewrecker Hamtaro gets in the way of his romantic endeavors, and then all the rest of those little ingrates wreck his house after he graciously let them use it for their club. No respect, I swear. But for real though, it's simple but it serves the show and I'm sure the characters get some more time to develop as things go on. There's a curious little part where they make it seem like Hamtaro can read Laura's thoughts as she's writing her journal. Dunno if that one's on the writing or the sound editors, but it was weird. The show is quite nice visually, good animation, and the character design has an instantly recognizable look. The adult humans do look a bit strange, but that's a small thing. As far as the sound goes, the actors do well to make the characters sound fitting and distinct. I tell ya, there were a surprising amount of cases where I thought I recognized the VA voicing a character, only for them to turn out to be someone else. Something I found peculiar was the hamsters using onomatopoeia for certain actions like chewing or sniffing, but regular cutesy sound effects for other things. A bit inconsistent in that way. Most of the music also gets the job done, but the intro and credit songs are where it's at. The opening's fun and features a fairly early implementation of autotune. You won't soon forget it after giving it a listen. For my money though, the closing song could have very well been the theme and I think would have made the better choice. It's really good. So is Hamtaro something I'd like to continue watching? Well, I could, but my feelings on it aren't terribly strong one way or the other. Rabbit put it as being like Tama and Friends with hamsters, and I gotta agree, along with how that show has a little more charm. I do, however, think that it had some mega potential if the US broadcast wasn't handled so poorly. If it had been shown anywhere else, it might have been able to become a hit the way it did in Japan. Scheduling it with Gundam and Dragon Ball Z just kinda killed it from the get-go. I totally get the confusion Toonami's staff expressed in the show's intro bumper. That said, on its own, it's alright. Something I could maybe watch if I had nothing else going on, but not what I'd be rushing to get back into. That'll do it for this Rule of 3, and yet another apology for the next batch of follow-ups getting lost in the shuffle. I'll try to take care of it sooner or later. See you next time! Thanks for watching. Be sure to comment, like, or dislike the video if you feel so inclined. Subscribe and click the notification bell if you'd like to see more. For similar content, a playlist is right here. I have been Skull902, thank you for watching and have yourselves a wonderful day.